Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's a cold and rainy one here today, which is the perfect backdrop for what we're going to be talking about today. Are you one of those people who deep down that you would feel better, you would be more productive, you'd be happier if you moved on a regular basis? I know most Americans don't move on a regular basis and don't get the recommended amount of minutes of exercise each week. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, is how to combat adverse situations like today's rain and wind. In fact, I hope you can hear me well enough today because of these situations. But you know what? I made a commitment to myself a few years ago that I was going to make a concerted effort to get outside most days of the year and walk. And it makes a profound difference in my outlook, in my energy, in my general state of being. Taking a walk is so fundamental to who we are as humans. Humans need to move. We are bipedal beings. We need to walk on our feet. We need to get a lot more movement than we do typically. And I don't really want you to think of walking as exercise. Walking is just, like I said, a fundamental part of who we are as humans. And we need to do it every day. So I made like I said, a little pact to myself a few years ago that said I was going to get outside and walk. I mean, if you need to walk on a treadmill or walk around a mall or gym or whatever, go for it. That counts too. I just know that I like being outside because when I get to be outside and breathe fresh air, most of the times I get to be somewhat surrounded by nature. I don't live in a big city, so I get to be around a lot of trees. I get to see all the changing colors and the seasons come and go. And when I'm able to take that time in the middle of the day, it centers me, it grounds me, and it fuels me for the rest of my day. Yeah, so do I want to be out here in the rain and the wind and all that today? No, it's not ideal. The only days that I don't really get outside and walk throughout the course of the year is if it's like negative temperatures. Like if it's really cold, if it's like 10 below wind chill, even if it's single digits, I might just go out for 4 or 5 minutes. Most of the time I try for 20 to 30 minutes outside walking every day, right? So the purpose of today's video is really, how do you get ready for the changing of the seasons and be able to continue to do that? Because if you're living up north like I am, it's getting colder. If you're down south, this might be the time when you're like, yes, I can finally get out, right? It's not so hot that I can't be outside. But again, no matter where you are, you can walk inside, you can treadmill or whatever you want. But the ideas today are really focused more on like, what do you need to do if you want to walk outside? How do you prepare yourself? And how do you be ready for the upcoming fall and winter seasons? So I've got some patients who are like, I only walk in the summer, or I only like to be outside, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, don't put conditions on it, guys. Mental toughness. That's what you build when you see through something, like, oh, yeah, again, I don't want to be out here, but because I am, it builds my mental toughness of like, I can do this. And if I can do this, I can do other hard things. This isn't even that hard, right? Not really. So if you're approaching cold weather months and you don't have the appropriate gear, now's the time. Start adding on to that collection of mittens or hats or scarf or baklava or whatever you got. Get some boots. I got some cleat things to put on my shoes last year, as many times our road is pure ice in the winter. It's lovely. So I have those. Now I can strap those over my shoes and I can go no matter what the condition. Hey, look, it's not raining. If you need to invest in some good jackets, There are some really good, really warm jackets out there. And I know they can be really expensive, but they're worth it. If it's a good jacket and it's going to last you a number of years, invest in it. I love the jackets that are filled with Primaloft. It's a synthetic material that is just super lightweight and really, really warm. So I've got a Primaloft jacket from LL Bean that I bought last year that's shorter, like waist length. It's got a hood. Always get a hood. I used to think hoods were dorky, but now I'm like, where's my hoods? They keep me so much warmer. I'm getting old. Keep an eye out for sales from someplace like Land's End. I also have jackets from Land's End. They have Primaloft jackets, again, super lightweight, extremely, extremely warm. Striker, I got my Striker stuff on here today. We're big Striker fans in our household. They've got really good winter jackets, men, women, kids, you name it. I mean, they will keep you warm. If you need snow pants or snow gear of any kind, Striker is where it's at. Also like them because they're a Wisconsin-based company. So we get to support a local business when we get to buy Striker. But get whatever you need and just start slowly piling this stuff up so that on the days when it's 10 degrees, you've got your jacket that hits your knees or whatever it might be. Some of you might already know this because you're soccer moms or football moms or dads, and you got to be out there braving those cold elements. Use those same things when you're out getting some movement every day. Get some warm socks, whatever it takes. And if you are not comfortable walking any length of distance, one, if it's from pain, get yourself evaluated. Start treating that pain or that source of problems and get better. Two, the primary line of defense for musculoskeletal pain is supposed to be movement. Now, I know that's sometimes really hard. Sometimes people are like, it just hurts to walk. And again, start treating it. Get better. Two, if you're like, I just don't like to walk, well, then start with 5 minutes. Start with, 4 minutes. Start with whatever you might need. Download a really good audiobook, find a really good podcast, call a friend, talk, schedule your weekly, follow-ups or catch-ups with friends for 15 minutes. Tuesdays at 1, or whatever it might be. Find a way to make it work for you, because I promise that if you add in regular movement and walking on a regular basis, you'll feel better. Promise it. Promise. And as always, I am not your healthcare provider. So the little disclaimer, if you do need advice or if you need some direction, seek out the advice of your medical care professionals, your care team, right? Talk to someone, make sure you're good to go and get out there. Join me in this quest to be outside most days of the year. It's really great. I'll link some of the stuff below that I just mentioned, some of those different brands and things, and the things that I have purchased, the cleats and whatnot. So if you need those, you can also purchase those and be prepared for this upcoming fall and winter and all the falls and winters here to come. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for bearing with me through that little rain shower. Now into the sunshine. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below if you've got any questions. And subscribe if you haven't already. I've got new content that comes out every Monday and Thursday.